In this short video, we'll be reviewing the ABB 580 series drives First Start Assistant. Well, hello everybody. Today we are looking at the ABB ACH580 drive, and we are looking at what we call the First Start Assistant. We have launched the First Start Assistant. Normally what happens if you have a drive directly out of the box, it will come up with the First Start Assistant. And the first screen that you'll have to choose from is the choice of international or U.S. Standard Imperial units. In this case, we're in the U.S., we will use U.S. Standard. We can go to next. As U.S. Standard, our choices for power is horsepower, temperature is Fahrenheit, torque is pounds-foot, and currency is dollars. Let's just say I want to change one of these. I don't hit next. Next goes to the next screen. What I do hit is the right arrow. The right arrow is right there for Fahrenheit. I hit arrow. I have a choice between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And I'll just change it to Celsius for this demo. All right, now it's Celsius. When I hit next, I've moved off the screen. Just so you know, this stuff is not saved until you finish the whole wizard. Something to remember. At this point, date, time, how we show the date as month, date, year, and how we show the time is in 12-hour clocks. We can change these. If we want to change our format to day, month, year, or year, month, day, we can. We'll leave it at month, day, year. Save. Move on to the next screen. At this point, this drive system is showing a current of 3.8 amps, a speed of 1760 RPM, a voltage of 230 volts, and a frequency of 60 hertz. And it's an asynchronous motor. In our case right now, we need to change some of these parameters to match up the motor of the demo case. In this case here, because the demo case has a very small fan on it, I need to change the 3.8 amps to 0.8 amps. So in this case, I can move back and forth, and I can bring the 3 down to 0 and have 0.8 amps. Hit save. My motor is actually 1650 RPMs, so I can select the 1760, and I can change it to 1650 RPMs. Save. Voltage is 230 volts. Our max frequency will be 60 hertz. And, oh, not the max frequency. The frequency of the motor is 60 hertz. And it's going to be an asynchronous type motor. The power is in horsepower, and right now we're showing 1 horsepower. Obviously the motor is not a 1 horsepower drive, so I have to edit this, and we're going to change it down to a 0.33 horsepower motor. Save. And cosine is optional, and torque is optional, and control mode will be scalar. You have a choice between scalar and vector. For most of our HVAC applications, scalar is the proper function to choose. Next, we can spin the motor, or we can skip over this. If we choose to spin the motor, in this case we're not going to, but we're going to choose, if we choose to spin the motor, let's look at the screen you get. I hit next, and it says warning, unit setup is done, and safeties are not active, and the motor speed will be 5 hertz. So what's going to happen is, until the setup is done, you don't have all your setups done yet. This motor will spin at 5 hertz, and none of your safeties will be integrated in your system at this time. So if you hit hand right now, the hand button, this would start the motor at 5 hertz. You would do this so you can go verify which way and what direction the motor is spinning. Now, before you hit the hand, make sure it's all hooked up and it's safe to turn your motor. After that, you would hit hand, the motor would spin, you would verify your fan or your pump is spinning the correct way. And if it's not spinning the correct way, you would either change 2 terminals on the motor, or you could tell the drive to change the direction, so forward is forward. It's better to change any 2 wires on the motor or on the output of the drive, so if somebody replaces the drive in the future, forward is still forward. So let's go back out of this, and we're going to go to not now. We'll continue on next. First start is completed. The drive is ready to run. The motor, press hand to start the motor. But we have not completed commissioning the drive. We need to go to main menu and primary settings to commission our system up. So we'll hit done, so the first start is done and completed. At this point, because we went back to the First Start Assistant, we'll go back and we'll go to primary settings. Okay, this is your main screen. From our main screen, we hit menu. From menu, we see primary settings. And from primary settings, we can continue on and do more updates. That concludes this video on the ABB ACH580 First Start Assistant. Thank you for watching.